Hey YouTube, it's Victoria Adriana. Get realigned with me as I talk about creating intentional vision boards. So I know last week in my last video, I discussed setting goals for the new year and why I personally decided not to participate this year. But today, we are going to talk about creating vision boards and how to do that intentionally. So similar to the concept of setting New Year's goals, creating vision boards is something that was not always for me. And I feel like it's because the style in which I saw vision boards being created didn't really resonate with me. So I'm here to tell you how I do it and how I recommend you do it if you want to create a very intentional vision board that aligns with your highest self. So step one is to reflect on your intentions before you get into the actual visual creating of your board. Start with journaling. Ask yourself questions like, how do you want to feel? And what habits does your higher self embody? So it can be very short and simple. It doesn't have to be a long drawn out journal, but it can be as simple as using words like, I want to feel confident, I want to feel energized, I want to feel nourished, I want to feel peaceful, I want to feel abundant. Then when it comes to what habits does your higher self embody, that can be daily meditation, eating nourishing foods, exercising, and reading for growth. Those are all options. Of course, they would be different depending on what you actually want to feel, but establishing this practice with that sense of clarity will be your guide as you move forward to create your actual vision board. So the next step, and what I consider to be a very, very important one, is to be mindful of the imagery that you use in your vision board. So what I recommend is that you avoid using images of celebrities or people you don't know, which I know is very common when it comes to creating vision boards. But I say this because you don't really know these people, right? And you don't know what type of energy they're channeling. You don't know what their goals are, how they want to feel, or anything of this sort. I understand that you may find them inspiring. On a lot of people's vision boards over time, it's been like Beyonce and Rihanna, and it's very okay to love their music and their work, but they are not, their vision for themselves is not the same as your vision for yourself. And when it comes to creating an intentional vision board, the focus should be on you and your journey. So basically, it's important for you to begin to distinguish the difference between the people that inspire you and who you aspire to be. It can be a much more powerful practice to include photos of yourself that resonate with your vision. So for example, if your dream or if your goal is to travel more, if you envision yourself traveling more, use a picture of yourself traveling, or use a picture of yourself in a place that you really enjoyed, that you felt calm, that you felt peaceful, that you felt like you were achieving what your heart desires, and then put that on your vision board with the intention to create more of that situation for yourself. Third tip I have for you for creating an impactful vision board is to incorporate powerful words and affirmations. Add positive and uplifting words to your vision board that align with your goals. Use words like peace, strength, joy, success, whatever it is that you want your board to represent, put those words on there. If you can't find them like printed out, you can design them yourself, write them in. Also write one powerful affirmation to encompass your entire board. You can do this either before you create your board or after, but just make sure it's on there so set the tone for what you want your board to represent. A powerful affirmation example could be, I am living a life that radiates peace, abundance, and joy while fulfilling my purpose. Place this affirmation at the center or the top of the board. So use it as a guiding statement for you to step into this higher version of yourself that you're envisioning. A fourth tip I have for you is to utilize creative tools to create your vision board. In the past, vision boards have very much been just like cutting up magazines and posting them onto poster board, hanging them up, and that's how you do it. But nowadays we have so many digital ways to create vision boards. You could use Photoshop, you could create a video version of your vision board, but I recommend using Canva. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with Canva, but if you're not, it's an app that allows you to create images for free. What I love about the Canva tool is that you can also search for images on there. So it's kind of like a one-stop shop. You don't have to go to Google to pull images of what you're looking for. You can either upload your own personal images or you can search through their gallery of images to add. You can write your own text, or you can grab pre-made generated text to put on there. If you're someone who has your own brand or your own company, you can create a palette for your brand colors and incorporate that into your vision board so you stay very on brand and achieve an aesthetic consistency with what you're creating. Once you complete your vision board, I also recommend that if you create a digital version, that you set that image as the desktop background on your computer or the background on your phone, or even get it printed out in a nice quality image. You can get photos printed at Staples for about 84 cents. You can print it out, hang it up in your office space, or hang it up in your room. Wherever you put it, just put it in a place that you can see it for daily visibility. So my fifth tip for creating an intentional vision board is to make it a living document. This means a document that you can go back and edit, so it's not static or you don't feel like you're stuck to that one vision, right? So over time, as you grow, the vision that you have for yourself is going to change, and the things that you want for yourself are going to change. So it can be helpful to update your vision board in that process so that you're not stuck to how you felt this month 5 months from now. It could be cool to like save the previous versions of your vision board, but then have a version that you continuously update, and you can compare the differences of the versions as you reflect back on them later in time. And this will also create kind of like a limitless path for keep growing with it and keep evolving with it. And so as you get into designing your intentional vision boards, I want you to approach this with creativity, with an open mind, and with very, very deep intention. Give it some thought. You don't have to just cut out pictures and stick whatever on there that looks good. You don't have to feel like you need to channel someone else's energy in order for you to grow more powerful and more successful. As I always say, everything you need is already within you. It's just up to you to bring it out. I hope that if you are into creating vision boards, the next one you create becomes a very powerful tool for manifestation and your personal growth. And yeah, I hope this was helpful to you, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more, make sure you subscribe to my channel so we can continue to get realigned together, and I'll see you soon.